You know, we operate in a very competitive environment. We're certainly proud of the fact that we're one of the AmLaw 200 law firms. They're all very good law firms. But we try to do things a little differently here. We try to choose our partners in a way that adds value for our clients. And Steelcase is a part of that. They really add value to our working environment, allowing our people to be productive every day. At Quarles & Brady, we say everybody counts every day, and we really mean it, and Steelcase is part of that team.
When you talk about a professional services firm, there really are two major cost areas, that being its people and its facilities, which puts even a heightened importance on the overall management and development of the firm's facilities and management of its leases, operating expenses, etc.
Quarles is leading the way in recognizing that law offices are evolving. Every law office that's designed is set up so it does not render itself obsolete. And we have to say, what are the things that we can design in and design out? And what are the fixes, maintenance items, and changes in design we can do along the way that are cost effective and will keep the office fresh, current, the entire length of the lease.
Quarles has been amazing to work with because they caught a vision of the future, of how work is changing, what is happening, and how you have to adapt the workplace to support the workers and how that is changing.
You know, when you look at a footprint such as ours, where we have offices in the Southwest, the Southeast, and the Midwest, standards are important, but you have to also adapt them to the local area of the country where the office is located. For example, we might put walnut finishes in the Midwest, but we're not going to do that in Tampa, Florida. We have to be sensitive to that so that our office takes on a look of the community in which it is located. The challenge is really to have something designed that meets the standards and tests of today and can be adaptable to not run itself obsolete over a number of years.
You know, one of the things that I'm particularly impressed about Steelcase is they really do their homework. Their homework is reflected in looking at the data that affects our environment. Law firms are a little different, and they have a real understanding of what it means to work in that environment. How do you make people more productive? How do you make people feel more comfortable?
It's an opportunity to save money, to be involved in new technologies and technologies of the future, employee relations, having your staff and employees involved and feeling good about having input into what you're doing and what their workspace is going to look like in the future, branding your firm within the community as a leader in that community, as to how you approach and design your space.
There are a lot of design elements that are frankly just very cool. The sit-to-stand desk is quite obviously one of them. It's great to be able to have the flexibility throughout your day to spend some time working while standing. It's also great from a health-conscious perspective. It's nice to be able to stand up while working. Especially in this area of profession, you find yourself sitting quite a bit, so it's nice to be able to take a break from that. Another element that I think is very cool in the design of the space is the wipe-off boards, the dry erase boards. We have used those so frequently in discussing client matters. It's fantastic to sometimes be able to diagram things just off the cuff and on the fly. Partner offices are a great place to have small group meetings. The offices are big enough to accommodate, for example, our tax-exempt organizations group meetings, which usually consist of anywhere between 4 to 6 people. There are a number of comfortable places to sit, of course, the chairs in front and behind the desk, but also the mobile filing cabinets. They are just a really conducive place to get together and collaborate as a group.
In doing a design and in doing design of this magnitude for the future, one of the prerequisites for anyone who sits on the teams of Chemistry in Place, Quarles & Brady, or Steelcase, and comes together to co-create the solution is they need to be all about the future. They need to be visionary. They need to be able to abandon any preconceived notions, and they need to think about Quarles. It's all about Quarles. That means they need to abandon really their self and their self-interest.
My goal is always to try to make sure it's a long-term relationship, because I believe it's more than just furniture. It's about that research that Pat has done, that Quarles has done, that Steelcase has done specific to the legal industry, and to make sure that we create furniture settings that supports their work today, but supports them into the future. And that's what makes me so proud, is to be able to provide a long-term solution that supports the customer, that they have an experience, that their employees are happy, that it's supporting their business goals. It's not just about a desk, chair, file. It's about that furniture solution. And it's been fun to work with Pat. It's been fun to work with Quarles, because they understand that that research-driven solution supports their business today and in the future.
They're going to be with you on day one, they're going to be with you on day two, and they're going to be with you for the foreseeable future. Their view of business is that it is a relationship. It doesn't simply stop on the day of delivery. They really want to make sure that your interests are fully protected. It's really what makes you feel comfortable with an organization, because they know, you know, that they're looking out for the best interests of your staff, your people, and your organization.
Our goal was to maximize productivity and profit per partner. We concentrated in 4 areas: individual and collaborative workflow, physical and emotional wellness, technology integration, and real estate utilization. Based on that work, we modified our products to create a future-proofed, flexible kit of parts that can be repurposed as your firm evolves, whether you're updating private office applications or conference spaces. Speaking for all of Steelcase, thank you so much for your business. We hope you can experience and enjoy the beautiful results.